Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of War. I've been busy, and I was just looking at the loader. I think the dirt saves now. Before, every time you started the game, you got a brand new shiny piece of equipment, but I believe, yeah, it looks dirty, so that's cool. It's a nice welcome change. So let me get you up to speed. I've been doing some work here between episodes. I did pick up a roller, and that has helped me level out little drips and dribbles we get from the loader. I've got this new conveyor extension over here. I've been working on getting some of this coal up, so we can come over here and dump that in the hopper. It goes up and over and hooks in. I was able to pay off the debt, as you saw in the last video, from this lithium deposit up here, so that's all pretty well cleaned out. But I went ahead and left that there, and I've added onto it a bit. I think what I'm going to do is, I've got a bulldozer. I'll start pushing some of this pay dirt in, and get some money from that. And we can also get up to this other bench. Be pushing in here, pushing some pay dirt from up above. So that is the plan for today's video. A little cloudy out. I set the weather to cloudy. But yeah, that's what we've been doing. I've only got 100 grand, but I've bought the roller. I bought a DX400 dozer. So in the new patch, you bring up your queue. You have this garage here, and you can just spawn stuff in. And it spawns it about right there, so that's awesome. So if you want to fix that, I kind of did that on purpose. You come over here to your map view, and it shows you all your deployed vehicles. And you just boink, send that right back to the garage. Good to go. So one thing I want to do is get the colors set up on this. And we want to refuel while we're here. So let's throw our orange paint down there. And we'll get a couple beacons down here. And we'll do some lights too. So bring paint down. I wish you could swap stuff. I think, yeah, it still doesn't do anything. I haven't upgraded the tracks or anything yet. What's cool is the light positions work now. At least for the wheel loader and the dozer. And the roller. I've tried it on those. So let's go ahead and get some beacons on here. We look up top. We want, was it 5 and 8 maybe? No, 5 and 9 I think is where we're going to put the beacons. So 9, 5. Yeah, I want to get some lights at some point. So where's the... Is that on the side? Not sure where that's at. So let's get that up there. Let's get a couple work lights down here in the bar. Oh, I moved the wrong one. There we go. We'll move the individuals. So where is 2? Oh, it's back in there. I see, I see. 3 is over there. So maybe up top, 6 and 7. 6 and 8. Yeah, that'll work for now. We got our beacons. That blade up. So I've been making everything orange. That's our official company colors. Now the problem we have is we need to get the dozer up on the bench. So I'm going to trundle over here, and we're going to take a look at where we might be able to cut in an access road. It's going to be a little slow, a little bit noisy. I also wanted to get some of these trees knocked down while we're going along over here. I think as long as we run into it, we'll just knock those over. There we go. You've got some nice sound effects now. So I thought it looked like I could maybe cut in a road over here. It is fairly steep though. I need some material to fill in that low spot, so maybe we'll start over here. Just work our way up. I think the dozer is fast. I remember if it was that fast before. Yeah, this doesn't rotate in place. It's probably how a real dozer works. You have to go into use the steering clutch. But I don't know. Like I've said, I'm not an operator. I'm just a guy playing games on the internet. So we'll start moving some of this material over so we can fill in the low spot here. Doesn't have to be a nice, perfect road. I just need to get the dozer up there. There we go. Got that tree knocked out. There we go. Let that solidify. I think we can get over this gap now. Yeah, shift. I'm going to bring my ripper all the way up. Let's cut a little of this out. Oh, no, don't slide off the bench. There we go. We made it. Oh, this is the wrong bench. I need to go up 2. My bad. Blazing new trails here. It's okay. So we come across there, and then we can just head up this way, knocking down trees as we go. Yeah, I want to be up on this bench. Here we go. So then the idea was to start pushing some of this pay dirt down into the trough. And it's not going to be really big profit like the lithium was, but it'll be profit. Start cleaning up some of this bench. Eventually, I don't know if we'll mine here with the big stuff. What I want to do is head out and find a remote location. But I want to get my funds built back up. So I think what I'd like to do is get the next biggest wheel loader and as big of a truck as we can find. So we're going to be trucking stuff in. I'm going to want to move as much as possible at once because that's going to be really slow. And it would be good to have probably an excavator as well. Alright, let's get this widened up a bit. Not moving a ton of material, but it's moving. Funds are increasing. You can see we got, what's that, 1.5 meters or 2 of dirt on top of this pay dirt. But we can't get explosives, I think, till level like 20 or 22. So we can't just blast it out of the way. We're going to have to move it. But that's kind of what this game's all about, right? Moving material. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hang in there, dozer. Overextended a little bit there. Oh, I didn't move my... There we go. I didn't have my blade tilted quite all the way forward. I forgot to do that. That'll help a little bit. You get some grease on these tracks. Noisy. You can see the dozer, sometimes it cuts in, sometimes it doesn't. It just... I don't know. They're going to be working on that. Say they. I think there's... Execute, the one dev, possibly. The main one, anyway. There's a new roadmap out. There's lots of stuff coming in the future. See, we can't bite into that for whatever reason. Try to force it, it still just skids across. So I usually try to put the blade about just a little bit below parallel with the tracks. Now somebody had suggested in a prior video, wondered if we ripped it, if it would shovel easier. I don't think so, but let's test that. Let's go ahead and rip some of this up. And let's see, is that this key? Yeah, there we go. The world's slowest hydraulics. So let's rip a couple paths here, and we'll just see if that makes any difference. I hadn't noticed it making a difference when I've tried this in the past, but it is a new patch. Do about 3 passes with the ripper here. It is like indenting the ground. I'm not sure it did that before. It would change the grass texture. Maybe I just didn't notice that it was also indenting it. Alright, does this push any easier? No, not really. It's pretty much the same. Still skids off of it like it's a hard surface. There you go. We tried the ripper. Clunk, 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 clunk. The noisy beast. So we're not even getting paid, really. We're just moving overburden. This will eventually start dumping in and get a little something for the dirt. At some point I'll probably try a time lapse. Now it's just some gameplay videos. And speaking of the gameplay videos, I'm recording this as the first video is out. The second video is not out yet. But the response on the first video was great, so I really appreciate y'all watching and commenting. Giving the old thumbs up. That's awesome to see. Glad you're having fun with this game as well. Alright, let's start pushing this over here. And the first couple videos were pretty long. I'm not gonna be making them that long. Just getting started was a little bit of a grind. We got there. All right, let's push something to get paid. I'll do a lot of this dirt moving off camera. Let's get some pay dirt pushed down in there. So I spent a lot of money on conveyors. Of course, I bought the dozer and the roller. Concrete blocks, wood blocks. But it's nice now, you know, we're debt free, we don't have that pressure. I can just run around and explore and see what's going on and try different ideas. I don't have that money coming out every minute. So that is nice. But we do need some money coming in to fuel our future endeavors. Come on, Dozer, you can do it. It's kind of a pathetic load, but hey, we made it to level 12. We're a plant operator, tier 3. Look at us go. Seems like the dozers are worse than last patch. This is the smallest dozer, though, so maybe that's making a big difference. Make sure, yeah, I am tilted all the way forward. Just can't seem to get a bite. Wide are these tracks? Maybe I should upgrade the tracks too. Give us some more traction. I think the biggest tracks were too wide, if I remember right. So one step down, maybe. Look at vehicle options. We have the HD. The X track. Let's see what size it is. Let's try. I think the XL was too big. Yeah, those still have a gap. Which it doesn't matter gameplay wise, it just bothers me. Kind of like the ladder clipping through the truck wheel. It bothers me. Speaking of which, I did sell the truck. I don't know if you noticed, the truck was gone. We'll be getting a bigger truck, like I said, at some point. Once we move off-site, the goal will be to go find a mine somewhere. And then the profits are going to really slow down because we'll be trucking all our stuff over. So, had to get out of debt. There's no way you could mine off-site with that debt hanging over your head. But there's plenty of stuff here at the starting area to get you started. So, not really a big deal. Yeah, got a little bit of a push going. Bring up that blade there at the end. Beautiful. So you can see under this dirt, there is quite a lot of pay dirt here to be had. Just getting it pushed down is the hard part. So we'll be using the dozer to like cut in the road. So we've got that part. We might need an excavator at some point too. We've got the basics. We're almost at the point here where we could use Blocks. Let's just lower this dirt a bit so we can get the blocks in there. Come on. There we go. Oh, is there a... I think I missed some blocks. Or a block from last time. See, look, we're just not picking up anything at all. And I think it's the angle of the blade. You're just... It's really dependent on the angle of the blade and going downhill like that. Just can't seem to cut in. Like, it's just skidding off of it. It's a known issue. He's well aware that the dozer needs some love, so... Hopefully we'll have a dozer patch one of these days. So I'm going to be working on this for probably a few hours. I can just do that off camera. We're just pushing pay dirt in, getting paid. And I might do some looking around the map. We can look in the map view here. You can kind of see the dark patches. The big one right there to the north. Kind of had my eye on. It's quite a ways away, but you know, it's a good sized map, so. But also need to look at the terrain. I'm not sure how we get off of this mountain. We might be able to come around back here. Get over to there. There's also a big dark patch over that way. Not sure if that's a dark patch. So yeah, we'll be getting offside here eventually, but for now we're still just working this main site. Get enough money to get some trucks going. A little bigger operation. So I'm not sure if that'll be a next episode or if we'll still be working over here. When I get bored of doing this, I can go back to the coal. The coal pays pretty well. Not as much as the lithium, but it pays pretty nicely. So I can just keep scooping coal out with the wheel loader over in that other vein. But it's nice to have options. You don't just have to do the same thing over and over. Messed that up. No, delete them all. It's deleting all my nodes. Makes it easier to push having the concrete there, but it also can lead to it getting deleted. So I think that'll do it for this video. I'm just going to keep on pushing, like I said, making money. And we'll see where we're at for next episode when it comes time to record again. I don't know if we'll be headed out. But in any case, we'll have to be building roads. Just got to figure out where we're building the road to. So thanks as always for watching, folks. Let me know how your mining is going in the comments down below. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. There we go. Big chunky push to end. I like it. And end on that note.